बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम नहमदुहु व नुसल्ली अला रसूलिहिल करीम रब्बिरहमुमा कमा रब्बायानी सगीरा. Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. Indeed, it's an honor to stand in front of you and offer myself as a leader for your institute with the credentials that I carry, the academic background that I have, the work ethic that I have. And with that, I come to you my professional citations that I bring to you. Of course, there's some problem with the presentation. Thank you. I'm a fellow member of the Institute. I'm a certified internal auditor. I have an MBA with finance as my core competency. I have an BBA and I'm a commerce graduate. In addition, I'm also a member of PEPFA, I'm a member of the Tech Spa, and I'm a certified director. That stands as my credential towards my education. The other experience that I bring to you is 25 years of my experience with A.F. Ferguson & Co. as a chartered accountant. I'm a partner there. And the experience that I think that can add value to the institute, the capacity competence statement that I have worked at progressively increasing level of responsibility. I have experience of dealing regulators, legislators, ministries, government departments, cross-border teams and consultants. That all I think would be of benefit to the institute, and the institute can be better served with people with have such skill set who can be of service with their international exposure and with their experience of dealing the regulators and ministries. I've been part of the visiting faculty at REITs. I've been handling responsibility of practice risk management, human resource management, talent selection, coaching and development. I'm part of the country team that deals with the steering, with the IT matters of the firm, and I'm also involved in the compliance and oversight responsibility. Past service to the institute that I bring to you as part for which I am accountable, for which I have been answerable, and I take pride with all modesty, and I bow to Almighty Allah for His guidance. Grateful to my team, my fellow NRC members, and my other committee members, which helped me bring laurels to the institute. That include my service as chairman of NRC, as secretary to the NRC, as chairman CASA. I was the founding president of CA Toastmasters Club. I served multiple terms as chairman CPT committee, Rawalpindi, Islamabad. I have been the chief judge at Toastmaster Summit Pakistan and held at ICAP. I was judge at Finance Olympiad. I'm a member of Tech Bar Association. I have been part of various committees of the institute for over 20 years now, including Public Sector Publications Committee, CPD, ICAP FBR Joint Committee. All this is just to give you a flavor, a slice that have been part of it, been there, seen it, have been contributing, and perhaps can compound on these experiences to bring much better to the institute. Other services that I have extended as part of the REITs, I was a panelist and speaker in various talk shows, speaker at various seminars, career counseling sessions. I've led various initiatives for our members, for our instituents, our people, including libraries in Lahore, Faisalabad, Islamabad, setting up a new library in Rawalpindi. I've collaborated with members for the formation of CEO Toastmasters Club. I've been part of various alumni associations. I've served certain amongst them at responsibility executive levels and can capitalize on those experiences to fill in the void that leadership is required for the institute to prepare it and keep it relevant for tomorrow. The approach and vision regarding ICAP cannot deny of the fact that we have an illustrious past. We have to thank our seniors who have been running the institute for so many years. We respect their vision. We respect the challenges that they encountered. No offense to anyone. The things progress, things move on. And of course, there's always a margin for improvement. There is a world that is happening that is continuously changing. There is a future that we are fast approaching. So perhaps to prepare ourselves for that, we have the requirement to keep our institute robust, to prepare our professionals and keep them ready for the tomorrow. So thanking our seniors, carrying on the legacy that our seniors have left with all humbleness and respect, we can perhaps compound on our experiences and move forward in bringing better to our institute. Institute is a national level institute with an international outreach. It needs a holistic approach to keep it aligned with the needs of future. Nonetheless, the certain priority items that I can highlight right now is firstly the composition of the institute. I mean, we know that for national election as well, that every time before election, the constituencies are revisited or reconsidered. Perhaps it's time that we learn from that. And we know that historically, when the East Pakistan was with us, there was a separate zone associated for East Pakistan. So it's time that we consider for more national inclusiveness, and we can align the North region into two new regions as Central region and North region with separate council seats for Faistabad and Multan. And of course, it will add strength to Lahore, will not dilute the impact in Lahore, but will add strength there to form a central region. Likewise, the federal capital seat that we have always been told at AGMs that it used to be in Karachi when the institute was formed in 1961, but when federal capital moved to Islamabad, it did not come in here. So perhaps we can work on that to make sure that federal capital seat is brought to this region. Likewise, seat for Rawalpindi, Islamabad aligned areas. That should also be part of this thing. We should be bringing in more experiences for our local site from Multan, Gujranwala, Sialkot into the region folds. Likewise, when we realign the composition of the council, this will also be a point that we should consider about the regional committees. Overseas members, they are contributing significant value to our membership. They are the brand ambassadors who are creating job opportunities for our people while working abroad, and it's their good working that is carrying the brand of institute. They must be represented at council, and they should at least have 2 seats at the council. Governance of the institute, we have all talked about that. We feel the importance of this thing, and we all know this thing that we have to segregate the role of council and the management of the institute. As we all know, the world bestseller Good to Great, it says, if you have system in place, you don't need bureaucracy. Let the system work at its own. And for the council members to focus on forward-looking approach on the emerging challenges, the future that we have to deal with, perhaps that will give some breadth and bandwidth to our council members to focus if the system is working at its own and they do not have to interfere in routine matters. Also, we need to work on elimination of overlap and duplication of working groups, regional committees, council committees as well. Education training and its connectivity with tomorrow. Firstly, of course, another important role of the institute is to be an active and strong voice. We need to be effective and respectable voice when it comes to dealing with regulators, governments, including government departments, SEC, BAOB, FPR. We have to be effectively present to plead and guard the interest of our members. We need to be there in the discussions of taxation, reporting, forex, international business, digital economy, professions, governance, and oversight. Focus on issue of that affect our various members, including mandatory audit firm rotation, FATF, anti-money laundering, beneficial ownership matters, cyber security. Like the immunity is available for professionals and doctors and lawyers for actions in good faith, why not to extend it to our professionals? When we work with government and other functionaries, we should be cognizant of the matters that are encountered by our overseas members. So perhaps we can work with them for foreign jobs, foreign recognition, equivalence, and licensing regulations. And of course, having campuses in Faistabad, Gujranwala, Sialkot, Multan, Rawalpindi, and for having separate job cadres for our professionals in government and autonomous jobs. Education and training, of course, we need to align it for future. For that, we need to reimagine what would be the focus of future chartered accountants. We need to train them. हम आज 21 पर्चे लेके भी बेरोजगार क्रिएट कर रहे हैं. CPA 4 पर्चों के साथ at the standard qualification, CIA with 4 papers maintains its rate. So we need to perhaps think that what would be the need of future workplace, what would be the expectation out of future chartered accountant, and need to work out accordingly. For SMPs and members in practice, we need to stand with them. We need to be there to fulfill their requirement for their future relevance, facilitate them in technological support, provide guidance on specific industry matters, quality control mechanism. We need to empower them on capacity building, avoid adding to their cost, have zero tolerance on undercutting, technical and legal assistance. Wherever they need support, institute should be there. We should learn from better experiences, but we should not make it a binding. Already our practices are overburdened. Still, we need to facilitate them. Likewise, we have other requests for members to take matters before AOB, SECP. We need to work on that member industry to keep them relevant for tomorrow. I mean, we realize that we are creating technically sound members, yet we need to guard long-term career progression for them. We need to take them on board for blockchain, cyber security, data analytics, sustainability reporting, so that they can be relevant in their career then for their tomorrows. For overseas members, I said we need to have them on council. We need to have them on various committees of the institute. Every committee should lead one seminar at least per quarter to remain connectivity. And for bridging overseas members or with local members, we can facilitate them, and whatever they need help in doing their compliances, we can help them. So we
Thank you
raise
so
to a
much, sir.
future that
Thank
is
you so
continuously
much.
evolving and need to work on that. Grateful to